in the audience tell me something about 1986?
I don't know. I was 5 years old in kindergarten. I didn't know anything. Did you know
I
anything?
was not born yet, no.
Well, nothing.
No.
Could you please
Well, it
tell us about
happens to be
1986?
the year that I was born,
Oh.
December 22nd, 1986. And in fact, I came 6 weeks early to make that deadline. So I thought it'd be interesting to take a look at that year from the perspective I have now. And so I decided to look into some events and subjects that interest me today and see what I would have been reading about. So there's 2 areas of current events that I'm drawn to and research on a daily basis. One of those is business and technology and innovation. I like to stay current on what's happening in the business world. I find it interesting. And also, I like to look into the good news. It counters all of the craziness happening in the world because so often the news is very depressing. So let's take a step back and rewind 27 years and take a look at the technologies that were being introduced, some of the well-known businesses that were formed, and a story that stood out to me as uplifting and inspirational. Looking into the technology that was introduced, it reminded me of a speech that I recently witnessed by the Director of Education and Technology at Google. He told us, the audience, a story about a research project that was conducted using children. They gave each child a Walkman and told them to use it, and none of the children had even seen one in their lives. They had no idea how to operate it and were perplexed by the technology. He then asked the audience to hold up their smartphones, and after we did that, he said to us, your children are going to have the same exact reaction. They are going to wonder how we ever operated using this outdated technology. It's so true. For instance, in 1986, IBM came out with the PC Convertible, which was their first laptop computer. It weighed 13 pounds and cost $2,000. And to give you an idea, that was a lot of money because a brand new Ford Mustang costs $7,450. IBM, as you can see, has come a long way in 27 years. Fujifilm also introduced the disposable camera as we know it, which I'm very thankful for because a lot of my childhood memories were documented using one of these. Some of the businesses that were introduced during 1986 was PetSmart, which was actually founded here in Phoenix, Arizona, as 2 stores under the name Pet Food Warehouse. They now span across Canada, Puerto Rico, and the U.S. with 1,289 stores. 1986 also appears to be the year of the office supply store. Both Staples and Office Depot established their first stores. They both started out as a single store and now dominate globally. Staples has over 2,000 stores spread across 26 countries, and OfficeMax has over 2,000 stores after merging this past year with OfficeMax over 56 countries. It's pretty crazy to think that just an idea that someone decided to take a chance on now employs over 150,000 people. Now, for the good news of 1986. When I was researching and found this article, I was shocked that I had never heard of this event. Hands Across America took place May 25th, 1986, and over 5 million people formed a human chain that stretched 4,125 miles from New York City to Long Beach, California. Each person participating was asked to donate $10 to help raise money for local charities to support homeless and the hungry. The charity was first advertised during that year's Super Bowl, and they got many celebrities to be involved to create press, and also even the president himself was involved and participated in the actual event. I'm on the board of Ronald McDonald Charities, and I love reading about what we are doing as a society to give back to those that are less fortunate. This particular story was truly inspirational, and I believe it to be a mark in history. In 27 years, the technology now will seem as worthless to us as a 13-pound laptop. There will be businesses started every day that turn into Fortune 500 companies. But I can't recall a single event that involved over 5 million people coming together for 15 minutes across the nation for the greater good. So I will go ahead and mark that as the highlight of 1986.